Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, my fellow YouTubers. I wanted to say, I'm sorry, Miss Pee-wee. Pee-wee's awesome. Pee-wee's cool. Pee-wee posted a comment about what was going on in the world because I was talking about vaccine passports and more the other day. Pee-wee says, the government is slowly and surely taking away our freedoms and liberty. That's true. Think of it. Texas does not. People in Texas will refuse to wear masks. Red states refuse masks. Red states, and again, the joke is the Trumpers refuse to vaccinate. So unless Biden basically forces everyone to get vaccinated, we're all screwed. So also they're tracking everything we do. Yeah, but you can also deactivate your phone. You can throw it in the safe. You can let the battery go dead. You can take your phone, put it in the back of the toilet in like 4-layer Ziploc bag and leave it sit there on the bottom of the toilet tank. What are they going to do then when they can't hear anything? Activate your microphone when you've got deactivated. I've deactivated the microphone completely by mistake on my government phone, She says, keep us locked up until they're done taking us over and then they'll let us out of our homes. That's the thing. I mean, you should have seen Pee-wee's email when Pee-wee turned around and right? And I was saying that it takes a year for her little shindigs to get set up. A year to get her shindig set up. The moral of the value is her little jobs on the side she does make a living or extend her income so she lives comfortably. It's just bullshit, the fuck? Ugh. Hold on. So, one of my advocates finally messaged me back. That really pissed me off. She's like, there's a couple of clients apparently threatening suicide. They had police involved, all this crap, so I got to turn on the fucking ringer, however the fucking ringer works on this. I got it do not disturb mode, maybe? Oh, yeah, mobile light, sync. I don't know. Oh, yeah, it's on disturb mode. Hold on. There. So it's set to ring now. So if it does ring, I can hear it. I have it turned off all the time. I just don't trust the government. So, government phone. Whoops. Hold on. So, anyways, yeah, that's it. So, something about suicides and everything else. So, I've been waiting 14 fucking days, and the only thing I hear is, excuses, Excuse me for a second. Hold on one second. So,
oh my goodness. That's fucked up.
Yeah, and then someone had a massive heart attack and stroke too yesterday. She was saying, so she just emailed me like, "Oh my god, I forgot to get in touch with you after 2 weeks. So busy, everyone wants their rent covered." You see? She even emailed me. My advocate emailed me and said everyone wants their fucking rent covered. What were you saying, Chloe? Uh-oh. What's this? So, anyways, I let Pee Wee know I was online, so I don't want to be here too long. Apparently, my dog thinks my bed's his bed. Anyway, so let me tell you what's going on, okay? Part one, we were talking about moral values, part one. Part two, we were going to converse about stuff that Pee Wee talked to me about. Nothing, some things were private, some things were. I think Pee Wee wants us to get on board with vaccine passports. I already know where it's going. Pee Wee doesn't. Pee Wee's forgetting, quote unquote, that everyone thinks of me as a prophet. And I keep getting too many visions. Vaccine passports, future, the destruction of the country, yada yada yada. And of course, Pee Wee also knows I put my little Junior here ahead of a lot of things. Hey, Junior. So, I got a couple things to share with you. Timmy, I apologize for being a little over late. I said I'd be around 2. Fortunately, it took a little longer than 2 because I was on the phone for 38 minutes with my dad, father-in-law. We were talking about movies tonight. He said, get a nap in before movie time. And then he had this idea about Chloe, how to get rid of Chloe. If the agencies aren't working for me, then maybe they can be, we can work, they can work for me on getting me out eventually after the pandemic. But here's the big news, okay? Me and Dad were talking about not the rapture. Dad doesn't believe in the rapture. He doesn't believe in other things. What he believes in is, that's why I was a bit behind schedule, is Dad believes that the revelation's already happened with the fall of the Roman Empire. No one knows what revelation is, right? Unfortunately, the problem is I've had visions where we're supposed to prep and keep prepping because, stimulus checks aren't ruled out. They're not going to give monthly checks. They're going to do it like every 6 months, reconciliation, until the Democrats either lose or the Republicans lose, either or. I can't tell you the future there, which ways votes are going to sway. But right now, we're having a lot of problems. And right now, I feel that there's going to be 7 years of tribulations. Now, I'm waiting for Pee Wee to get on board with this. Hey, Kimberly. Basically, because 7 years of tribulations. Now, Kimberly, you've never told me what you thought in the beginning of my crackpotic vision, as I was telling my therapist that to her I'm a crackpot because 7 years of tribulations and so she actually turned around and told me it might be completely true because no one's getting vaccinated.
Oh, teeth are brushed.
You?
Yeah, I brushed my teeth. My mouth looked disgusting, so I brushed my teeth.
Every time I brush my teeth hurt afterwards. I got like holes here and holes there. And oh, by the way, if you need the dental clinic, it was all on the newspaper the other day.
Alamo newspaper.
Fish for teeth.
Yeah.
When they're doing it, it was in the newspaper the other day.
You must sign up for it.
Yeah, but you have to go to the county to get the paper, or the health department. So let me look. Yeah, I was talking about that the other day, Oh, great. Hold on. So we got a new case number, 158 new cases in the island. States pausing all Johnson & Johnson vaccine. You heard about Johnson & Johnson, right? So we got more vaccinated. So right now we're staying in phase 3, but that's only because out of 20,000 people, only 1/4 of the population on these islands are vaccinated. So, look, I don't give 2 shits about this fucking crap. That's what I hate about this fucking thing. You're scrolling through this, and you're like looking for that news, right? It was right there recently, Then they're talking about more quarantines and all this crap. Can we get some local news here, or where is this? Oh, yeah, whatever. And then they're talking, what's this, obituaries? No, obituaries. Yeah, well, I don't care about obits. Let me go and find out the fucking where it is. Guess they took it away again. Fucking dicks. I hate when they do that, you know. There was a link here like 2 days ago talking about the dates, you know, for the teeth thing. Maybe I should just Google and see if I can find it for you. Let's see. This is sports again. I don't give two shits about what about here? Yeah, more about fucking who died. I mean, literally, corona. Is there any fucking other things here? Nope. Let me just do it this way. There's got to be a news somewhere on it. I'll just Google it. I'm not gonna fucking bother with it. You know. Here we go. Oh yeah, they got a website right here. So March 3rd through the 6th of June, the Mullis Center, and then that's it. Yeah. Oh, this is just that. You know. Hold on. Next van visit is January 5th. Next event January 15th. They already did it. So. Yeah, well, whatever. I don't see this, you know. 4 times a year, so they're talking about January or something, you know. I don't know, June, something like that. Yeah. However, this is good news.
What is it?
Sandwich was replaced with Chelan. Unfortunately, Sandwich is undergoing a sea trial, so if it passes, it'll return April 15th. Otherwise, we're down to 2 boats. So there you go. So the boats are down. Go figure. Oh yeah, we know it's not going anywhere. I mean, Chloe said it herself. I mean, literally. You know, the point is, Kimberly, is I have had visions about it. You know. Oh yeah, no one's curing it. And the thing is these people. You know what the real problem is, Kimberly? I'll tell you the other problem. Now, call me insane. You can do that. You're a moderator now. You can call me insane. You can call me smart. You can call me a dipshit. You can call me whatever you want, sister. The visions I've had are simple. Putting money into the vaccine ain't killing it. China's producing more vaccines faster and faster. You don't think God's not using China for his own dastardly plans to wipe out the unmoral people of this country? Look how many people are sitting there. Hold on, I gotta do this. I know Chloe doesn't know my husband's rules, but my husband had a rule that he never spoke in the Lord's acting like the Lord or Jesus. But Chloe wants to, she can. And you've already heard me do this joke, but Chloe's right there, so I'm gonna do it. See if Chloe will replay it as the Lord Papas. Here we go. This is like a little skit here for you all. Little joke that you guys should know on my preaching tonight. Ready?
Ready?
All right. Pay attention because you know what I'm going to do. You already know the answer, right. Probably. So think of whatever comes to your mind. Yeah. Dear Heavenly Father, I got first stimulus check, the second stimulus check, the third stimulus check. I got my food stamps now, thanks to you. I've been praying for. But can you please give us recurring payments with back payments? Because I could surely use to live a nice, comfortable life during the coronavirus. In Jesus' name I pray, amen.
You don't need all that money to survive. Other people need money too. You're lucky to get one stimulus, and you're lucky to get extended food stamps. If you're receiving SSI or SSDI, then you should be doing fine because you did fine living just on that before the pandemic.
Yep, pretty much. Or I would say, dear child, I gave you extended food stamps. I've given you housing. I've given you all these subsidies, and yet you still want a monthly check. You wasted my money on junk, so why should I give it to you?
The services they have are not enough for them to live, but yet they lived off it before the pandemic. That's just the thing.
Now, let me tell you the moral values of this country, okay? You know.
And these people want the pandemic to go on so they get more money.
Yeah, exactly. You see?
I want it to be over because I just want to do normal things and things go back to normal.
It reminds me, I want to know if I can actually flip this on without it failing. You know what I need to do? Grab me a... Oh, hold on. Do you know where my ladder thing is, my little ladder thing?
In the...
We'll grab it. One of us is going to be climbing up there and I go fucking tweak the damn thing and see why it ain't lighting, you know. But anyways, close right. It's a big business, you know. If we don't have it, I'll just basically wait. Doesn't matter to me. I'll grab the chair. It shouldn't be too bad. All I have to do is climb up there temporarily for one little repair. Anyways, doesn't matter. I just want to climb up there and dangle it. I don't even know how to pull it off or on, you know, that's the problem.
You should watch how extreme cheapskates live. How they make shit last. There's one man who managed to make a thing toothpaste last. He would cut out the bottom and scoop it out with his toothbrush. Saying there was more in there. There's still more left in there you can use.
So apparently...
Then there's a lot of products we have out there that are made a certain way. A lot of people are not using those features that they're there for.
Shit. What? I got it. Is that locked into place?
Yeah, it is.
Alright.
Doesn't look loose.
Hold on. No, it's not firing.
It's burned out. You get fluorescent tubes. And like Ace has them.
Yeah, walk down the street, the repair guy would ask literally why, you know, carrying these. Oh, here we go. Oh, yeah, it says right here, Ace.
Yep. I can get them at Ace. And that's the thing, we don't need a repairman just to change out. It's like changing a light bulb.
They want us to basically pay for a repair.
Because they want money. Basically, anyways, but then I'm going to go buy it myself, saying it's not because of the place, it's because I don't want it, because why pay for repair when you can just do it yourself?
Well, if you want to go to Ace and buy them today, I'd be generously happy for you to do it. Now that we know how to do these, we don't even need help with the fucking repairman except that toilet. Dad said if we had the right repair tools, we could do it ourselves. Okay, hold on, Pete. Yeah, it's burned out. Eventually we just replaced the
we just have to replace them, that's all. It's burned out. Because if you look at the tubes, it looked like they're same condition as burned out light bulb. They have stains on them, burnout stains.
Well, let me see how much they're going to charge us for these damn light bulbs. Hey, anyways. So what is money not curing this? People being greedy? Yeah, that's what I said, Kimberly. They're all fucking, hey, Mark. Let me go check Ace real quick. Maybe, you know, it says Ace on it, so.
30-minute timer, please.
Alexa, set a timer for 30 minutes.
30 minutes, starting now.
All right, let me see. Let me see. Did I spell it right or no? That's why I didn't spell. Let me see if I can get it now. Sorry about that, everyone. My spelling's shitty since this is my first time looking for this item. All right, so there you go. Hmm. So it's what, 3 or 4 feet? Maybe it's 3 feet or something. Yeah, it's 4. Here we go. I think it's this. Hold on. Let me see here. Yeah, well, I would love to have a cold one myself, Commander Kimberly, but I can't. I can't even. You want to know how hard it is? Let me tell you how hard it is. I was explaining to you guys earlier, right? Let me tell you what's bothering me, okay? Do you really want to know what's really bothering me, Mark and Kimberly? Really? Do you really want to know? Or do you guys not want to know? I should climb up there again when time comes and find the model number so I can just, you know. Hey, Chloe, 2-pack is like $15. Yeah, you might want to run down there and get it. Or tomorrow. Thing is, I just figured, not that it matters to me. I don't really care about paying $20 for light bulbs. It's at nighttime that I basically, I guess you guys don't really want to hear my simple. What bothers me the most is I feel like all these visions I'm having from God, I'm being punished. You guys know that? Do you really understand I'm being punished? Have you ever thought that I'm sitting here, okay? Let me tell you the story for both of you, okay? Let me tell you guys again. I'm not going to be little Chloe. I'm not going to say Chloe's a crackpot or nothing. But let me tell you my feeling. Good Lord turns around, gets us through the first year of the pandemic. Chloe loses 300 pounds of my dry food, mac and cheese, hamburger helpers, skillet meals. Puts it somewhere in her room and hides it for so long. Then they all expire. Now I'm basically suffering for it by not eating. Not eating. And then I'm sitting here living on coffee. No booze, by the way. Wouldn't mind some booze about now. But all we have at home is canned goods, which we got to keep our can supply up for the next year. So I'm not touching the can supplies. I told Chloe that's extremely emergency only. It goes good till 2024. Meanwhile, I got like a shit pot full of ramen that I can't eat down all by myself. I'd basically die of too much sodium or whatever. The old saying is, "Thou shalt not live on bread alone, but every word of God." Well, how the fuck do you live on ramen for the fucking next year? How do you get the mindset to do it? Chloe lost 200 pounds of hamburger. She didn't want to clean the bunny cage. And so when I finally went in there to check on the food supply for this freezer, she let it go to waste. And then she's like, oh. Then she wanted a group home. Then, no, she called up yesterday to get a group home. They told her to go to a fucking mental hospital and quit calling for a group home. Yet, how am I feeling? Like shit. Literally like fucking shit. I'm sitting here, okay, on so much money, on my own money, that I can't touch it. Literally. I mean, I can't even get authorization to buy light bulbs from Papa, aka God. And yet, Chloe's like, oh, let me check my card to see if I got enough in my card. It's not about checking your card. It's about what we need, right? I can't even get a grocery delivery. I mean, one of my advocates emailed me and said they'd be in touch with me by 7 p.m. tonight. If not, check tomorrow at 7. Gave him my number to call me. Meanwhile, I can't get groceries. I like sausage ropes and barbecue sauce. What else? Oh. I don't want to fucking see this. I saw it earlier. It's the worthless piece of shit, you know. No. So apparently they want me to do this thingy, but they didn't tell me anything about what Bookson said. I'm not even bothering with it. So, you see, I'm being punished, it feels like. I'm sitting here, okay, living on coffee, not touching any canned goods, got ramen up to my ass, and I even asked the advocate to take it off her hands and donate it before it goes bad. I'd rather starve right now than fucking eat it. And yet, my dad turns around. No offense to my dad. By the way, it's fucking 70 degrees in this fucking place. You need to check the fucking weather report. This is going to be the fucking way it is. I'm going to turn the fucking fan on higher. Give me a second. I'm bitching about the heat, too. Oh, we got the fucking oven on. Ugh, what a fucking miserable fucking, you know. Ah, that's my old address. I didn't want that. That's what I wanted. Haha, home. What the hell? It's just giving it this. They are not even telling us we're on an island anymore. The weather center's out. What a bunch of bullshit. Can I get the 10-day forecast here? So it's supposed to be in the 60s. It won't drop to the 50s until next week. What a bunch of bullshit. I'll be roasting for the next week. Ugh. I mean, think of it. How do you guys feel if I'm telling you my problem? I mean, I got like 2 pallets of ramen sitting in the hall. I can't eat it down in fucking 6 months. Chloe wanted meat. She didn't eat the fucking hamburger. She let all the fucking freezer. This freezer is about 3/4 empty. And she's just sitting there, I don't want the ramen. And yet, it's not her fault. She just didn't want to access it. But all my food was eaten up in the last year by her. And yet, my advocates are like, oh, we're so busy. Someone had a heart attack and a stroke. Another one had this. Another one had that. And I'm fucking losing it. Literally. I'm sitting here, right? My dad turns around, right? I'm sitting here as a fleet admiral going, so Dad, we're watching that movie. Oh yeah, but I had a tooth pulled, the 2 teeth pulled. And I can't afford the thing. I got to give him a money order tomorrow, so I got to go get it done. Bank's at this time, so I got to get out early, and I got to do this. And so you can load me up on an Amazon gift card, and we'll rent those movies I want to see. I got to rent the movies. And yet, he's turning around tonight and he says to me, I'm so craving an extra large pizza. So I'm going to go get my pizza, Rita. But in between that and 2 family-sized TV dinners, I mean, like the Hungry Man's, he's like 300 pounds. Then I'm going to eat a large pizza when I get done with Rachel Maddow. Then I'm going to eat the rest of the pizza while we're watching the movies. And yet, everyone knows that it's unfair. He's basically asking me to pay for movies. He's basically asking me to fucking pay for this stuff. And I'm sitting around holding on to every dime that ain't nailed down, trying to survive. And yet, what happens? I can't even get a fucking pizza. Literally. I vowed to not eat out anymore. And I'll tell you why. Every time I turn around, my money goes down faster because Chloe has to have food too. So, what's better? Suffering to the end. Maybe I'm not religious enough anymore. Has anyone thought about that? Maybe I'm just cold-hearted. Literally. Maybe I'm the cold-hearted one. Maybe I'm not religious enough. God, Jesus says, turn the other cheek, give him your cloak too, and whatever else. But I want to survive. But I don't want to take care of someone who's a mooch. Throws a temper tantrum at every little thing. Promises me a pizza and then says, oh, I can't do it till next month. Well, I don't want to buy my pizza. Frankly, I could, but I don't want to buy them anything either. So guess what? I'm refusing to fucking eat. I refuse to fucking eat. Is it bad? My advocate says, my therapist says, oh, you need to take care of yourself. How do I take care of myself when I got fucking someone who throws a fucking shit fit on everything? Literally. Dad turns around and says, oh, I gotta do this and I gotta do that. By the way, man, if I don't get my check or I don't get this in time, maybe you can float me some money so I can get by until my Social Security check comes. Do I look like a fucking bank? And yet, what did I eat this morning? Oh, 2 little pieces of cheese that I cut off from my block of cheese. That was my meal. What did I eat yesterday? Nothing. Zilch. The only thing we have is ramen, and I'm not allowed to touch the other stuff, and I can't replace the other stuff because they're hard to get a hold of. Canned goods are getting harder and harder to restock. So then the government turns around and says I'm a statistic. I'm one of those 3 out of 4 families going hungry. Why am I even telling you guys this? Look, I'll tell you what she did, okay? You guys don't understand, Mark, okay? She basically stocked all the food in her room, saying she'd dole it out to me. But then all of a sudden, clothes and everything else she bought piled up on top of everything. She couldn't find it. She stacked it in the closet, stacked it here, stacked it there. Timely, she went to go and try to organize her room a bit. She found 300 pounds of mac and cheese, skillet meals, whatever, all expired. 3-4 months expired. You think I want to eat that stuff? I ate a box of mac and cheese the other day. It basically made me sick for a week. No. And yet, she had the excuse that she forgot where she put it. Then the same goes with my 100 pounds of snacks and crackers and chips. I got 100 pounds in the hall that's got to be disposed of. I'm getting tired of this. Then I open up the freezer to get a leg of lamb out. What did I find? 200 pounds of hamburger gone. Expired. You know how hard it is to fucking even want to survive with someone like... I mean, I'm doing it because I have a service dog and stuff. But it's hard. It's literally hard. I don't even get much sleep anymore. Between visions and everything else. I can't get my sausages. That's the thing. I can't even go out of town. I have pre-existing conditions. My advocates aren't calling me. My advocates don't give a shit. I emailed one advocate. She's too busy for the last 2 weeks. I emailed another advocate that said there's too many medical problems going around the office and people having heart attacks and strokes and whatever else, and suicidal thoughts because they can't pay their rent. They're going to be evicted and everything else. So she had to deal with all that for the last 2 weeks. So she emails me and she says, OMG, I forgot about you. Well, why don't I just fucking give up fucking writing, and emailing these people? And then on top of that, Kimberly, the reason I'm not getting sausages, I guess no one's listening properly because supposedly I'm God's prophet. And God smites their prophets that don't listen to them, like Jonah and the whale. I'm not allowed to go shopping for groceries by God's own order, so I'm stuck here, being punished because all my food in the past was eaten. Ugh, it's fucking miserable in here heat-wise. I'd rather wear a sports bra right now if I had one. I don't even know where my sports bra is. Yeah, and then everyone says to me, oh, I mean, let me tell you a story. I said it time and time again. She called to ask to be put in a group home because of the food situation. 200 pounds of ground hamburger went bad. Freezer burnt and expired because she left it in there. She didn't double bag it, triple bag it, or quad bag it. She just threw it in a Ziploc bag. Next you know, ice crystals are in the entire round 10-pound blocks. And she's like, she even allowed 25 pounds of organic Wagyu beef prime rib go to waste. What's that tell you? And yet, I feel like I'm the one being punished all the time. Literally, all the time. Told Dad. Chloe's mom doesn't want to deal with her. The advocates can't get a restraining order against her because it's all verbal abuse. But it's okay if she makes threats against people. And yet, I'm not allowed to even go grocery shopping. But I refuse to live on ramen alone. Ate ramen the other day. I felt like I was sitting on the shitter for 4 hours. Passed it out, no problem. Yeah, I know. I told her to get in there, but you know what the problem is? You want to know what the problem is? She doesn't want to pick up after this guy. She doesn't want to clean his cage but once a month. So when I got fly bites, flea bites, and bug bites all over because cage ain't cleaned, the manager thinks this place smells like a barn. The toilet doesn't work. Anyways, I'm going to do a dip. It's not your guys' fault to hear me complain, but the thing is, I feel like I'm being punished by God, literally. I mean, 14 days I've been waiting to get grocery pickup. Oh, great. Sink's leaking. Sorry, I'm not trying to vent. I shouldn't be depressed, people. I shouldn't. I should be happy. Happy-go-lucky, you know. My therapist is trying to figure out what I have. No. Look, you lost the entire context. Even Kimberly's smart enough to put that together. She cleaned the cage. The cage. I opened the lid to get the leg of lamb, which was well preserved. When I went in there, all 200 pounds of hamburger, 25 pounds of prime rib was expired and rotten, not including fish that she bought, and chicken, everything that she bought, and hamburger and chicken and turkey and everything else completely freezer frostbitten, and excess other stuff that was fully cooked that she threw in there that she was going to use a day or two later. She just wanted to freeze it. Went bad. So all in all, there was probably 300 to 400 pounds of meat that went bad because she didn't want to eat it. But she wanted to eat all my canned goods and my beans and my ramen and everything else. And then what do I get? Nothing. I got lamb on standby, but I refuse to bring it in. Let the little bastards get fat, in my opinion. Yeah, I know. And the thing is, it was all bad and freezer burnt. Shrimp, too. Literally. And yeah. We're in a pandemic yet. Then she calls the group homes that had the state to get into a group home. They refused. They said, get a mental hospital. And then they hung up on her. Why do you think I'm not eating? Does anyone have any answers? Mark? Kimberly? My therapist can't figure it out. Literally, I'm just sitting here like, oh, a little piece of cheese. Okay, I'm good. Good Lord, tell me, thou shalt not live on cheese alone. You can die because of your malnutrition. Well, everyone tells me I'm a fat ass. I need to lose a few pounds. I'm losing so much, but this baby fat's not burning up. That's the only thing. The treadmill, I need to get rid of this baby fat. Unless it's normal to have a little baby fat right here. I'm underweight. No, the farmers have lambs already for me. They're actually growing on a field. I just got a call, and they can take one to slaughter, and time comes. The problem is, I told the lady she needs to sell them and replace them with more babies that can grow up a little later. That's fine. I really don't care, Mark. I don't care right now about food. Literally, I'm having stomach problems, bowel problems, everything else. Dad thinks I might have cancer. The hospital doesn't want to treat me. The hospital told my primary care to go fuck off, primary care doctor. So I'm going through so much living in this hellhole, and I feel like I'm in a prison. But I survive day in and day out with my Bible. But on the same time, let's talk about the Bible in TV shows. I was going to buy a mini fridge, a hot plate, tell Chloe to set it up in her room. But the hot plate I wouldn't trust in her room because it might set the damn house on fire because she doesn't clean her room. She'd leave the hot plate on and then the entire room would burn up. Literally, so microwave and a mini fridge. There you go. Close your door. Stay in there. I mean, think of it. Oh, my Bible? I can't even read it without. Literally. I don't get much sleep. I don't eat much. I don't even know how I survived the last 12 months. Look, she's not going to follow anything, Mark. Dad even said it himself. Dad said, until the pandemic's over, I can't leave. And she refuses to leave. So where does that tell you, huh? Literally. I refuse to buy food out because I'm not buying anyone else's their meals. I'm done being a fucking bank. You know what? I've been asking for help, sis. Literally. I emailed my advocate. I said, look, I need an update on the group home. Hypothetically. I need an update on the grocery delivery people. I need an update on my quarters. I'm wearing dirty clothes, by the way. And I said, I need an update on the maid and the fucking organizer. Yeah, oh my God, it's been 2 weeks. Oh, I'll try to get back to you by 7 tonight, but if I don't, it might be by next week. That was her email to me, next fucking week. Meanwhile, my other advocate hasn't emailed me in fucking 2 weeks. Ever since the fucking sheriff came for a fucking welfare check, look what happens. How do we know? She said someone from Ohio called. And yet, I'm being targeted. And yet, tonight I gotta rent 2 movies for Dad. A movie tomorrow night, a movie Friday night, which means more gift cards going to Dad, less money going into my pocket. And yet, I mean, literally, do you think I'm eating good? No. Piece of cheese here and a piece of cheese there. I mean, literally, I refuse to eat out because I'm not paying for anyone else's fucking meal. And your dad says, oh, I need your help with the movies. Oh, by the way, Reed, I'm going to buy an extra large pizza and eat it when I get done with schooling. Yeah, Dad fucked me over the other day, too. Tells me we're going to have the 6-week course, right? 6-week fucking course. He pays $5. He tells me, 20 is good for you, Rita. You got more money than me, right? I pay 20. I get an email. Thank you. And I'm like, okay, cool. Find out that $20 is pay as you can. Usually it's $70. Motherfucker charged me $30 by the way, for fucking 6 10-minute videos on understanding the Bible better. Turned around, I told Dad, some son of a bitch owes me $30. Dad turned around, you know what he told me? He told me I was a fucking chronic complainer last night on Zoom. Do I look like a fucking chronic complainer? Can't eat, can't sleep, can't drink booze, can't do anything, and yet I just lost $30 for a group course. He pays $5, that's what he can afford. I paid $30 because Dad tells me to. And then he tells me, oh, this is what the course is teaching, but it's only in video, 10-minute sessions. $30 fucking wasted. Oh, Dad, I don't want to fucking pay any more money. Then he asked me to prepare his birthday and Christmas and Father's Day present, 3 more books. Each book's $90. And then he reads the book once, puts it in his bookshelf library, and that's it. Like, I want to pay $90 3 times for the next 9 months for 3 more books. It'll get him through it'll get him through another 9 more months. The entire book series is 3 years of study, you know. A, B, and C, you know, feasting on the word. Literally, he has to have hardbound. Do I look like a fucking bank? Literally. You know, mine is fucking out of control. She eats whatever she wants to eat. Literally. You tell her to eat her ramen down, she'll go and buy hamburger from the co-op and basically make hamburger helper. And then guess who gets the dishes? Yeah, me. I'm tired of dishes too. It's another reason why I'm, you know, for 4 years I've been taking care of her, you know, but, you know, that's the thing. She refuses to touch the ramen. But when she had her meat, she refused to touch her meat. She ate everything of mine. And then she ate all the foods that she thought was too good for me. It's my favorite foods. Box meals like mac and cheese. Then it expired. Then she mysteriously found it when it all expired. Yeah, she'll eat anything she wants. The other day, she made me tacos, right? You know what? I was on the shitter for 8 hours. Turns out the shrimp went bad. Didn't even notice. Until it tasted funny. You see? Let me tell you something, Kimberly. Anytime I send Chloe down to get me something to eat, restaurant-wise, she expects for a delivery fee to get her a meal. I refuse to pay. I'd rather starve. And I'm already being yelled at last night. Last night, she threatened to call CPS on neighbors that don't even live here anymore. She was going to track them down and call CPS on them. Even Dad had enough of it and said, look, something's got to be done. She ain't getting help. She refuses help. Now the state told her to go to a mental hospital. Email came in. Who emailed me this time? Son of a fucking bitch. No way. See, if I ask for Chloe to go get me a 6-pack or a 12-pack, I gotta buy her booze too. I refuse. See, Chloe's attitude, Kimberly, is the world owes her. Therefore, no offense, I'm not belittling her. But she wants to be treated like a woman, and she wants to be treated like an equal. If you're not treating her like an equal, you can go fuck off. Alexa, stop. Nothing's equal with her. She thinks she's a woman, and I have to be the man that takes care of her. Hold on a sec. Want to tear me down again? Take your damn food. You're always after making conversation. Conversation is all we're doing. But you want to tear me down again because you're angry, go for it. Doesn't matter
I'm
to me.
packing my shit up later tonight. I'm gonna head out to the fucking hospital. So I've had enough of hearing this shit.
Really, you want to treat me like crap? Go for it.
Where's the avocado I had?
I don't know where he put it. I never seen an avocado.
I'm pissed.
Oh yeah, so am I. Let me guess, you're pissed at me again as usual.
I'm pissed at the state.
Well, tell me about it. I'm
I'm
all
pissed
open
at
here.
this fucking state of Washington. I want the state shut down.
Is there any consolation? I can't get groceries for the next 2 to 4 weeks.
Why?
Refuse. And by the way, they told me to order online. Fortunately, can't do online. Can't do online because I don't trust the grocery store.
Oh, the online grocery store?
No, they told me to go through King's.
Why don't you trust them?
Because I don't trust them. Never have after what they did to you.
You told me I got my reserves, so we should just go through them.
Mm-mm. They told me to order online. Their online web order doesn't give you anything. They give you the same shit they did a year ago.
Well, they don't want me there ever again.
Well, I'm not going through King's, and she told me she can't make any arrangements for the next 2 to 4 weeks.
To be there for a year, but they don't want me there even afterwards. Otherwise, they will put an order on me if I even show up there in the future.
I asked her about groceries. She said she can't do anything. Plain and simple. And if you try to do order online, the order online feature is broken. Basically, they don't. For example, they give you this website, right? And you click on it, and the damn decision's the same. The same bullshit. It's like, you want Tully's coffee at $15 for a 1 pound pack. Like, I'm going to be paying $15 just because they're charging someone to pick it up, put it in the damn shopping cart.
Wish I could go to Winco again and buy groceries.
Winco is a great place.
And give Lobby some of that gravy train.
They love gravy train. Where is my son?
He's over there. Somewhere.
Not in my bed.
But yeah, gravy train is available at Winco.
Yeah, Walmart too.
Yeah, we should get out at Winco though. Winco is a better deal than even Walmart. I usually like going for Winco more.
So I told her I'm not going to order anything from King's because their damn pre-planned thingy is just the same crap. They're charging like $10 for a can of shaving cream on their damn website.
Greed.
Mm-hmm. I'm not paying for greed.
They try scalps there.
Yeah, when you ever go there, they charge you $25 for a quad single roll of single ply toilet paper. Quad roll.
I'm not going there because even after your order's up, they don't want me there.
Well, I don't go there. I stay here. I don't trust the damn thing. Safeway has better deals, but trying to get to Safeway is another story.
The order beats solved by Monday, and but they still don't. They still will not want me there, so I'll still go to the other place. So,
Yeah, well, right now I'm not allowed to go grocery shopping.
why is that? Because the Lord.
No, I already told you, God doesn't want me shopping. Think of it. Another delay. Melissa says, "Oh, I can't do anything. Nora's married for another 4 weeks minimum." Heart attacks, strokes there yesterday, emergency stuff, suicidal patients. People are losing their housing and threatening themselves if they don't get their rent paid and all this crap.
I also lose my mind with all this shit going on.
I'm losing my mind too. You want to ask the state for help, and they tell you to go to a fucking mental hospital. They pull up your name and say mental hospital, go to Smoke Point. I've been there. I'll go there again. Click.
I think I might just eventually just go back to Arizona. Better. I had it better down there.
Well, make sure to close the door. This son of a bitch. Well, I don't get Walmart delivery. I live on a fucking island. They won't even deliver groceries here. You know what's really bad, Kimberly? I can't even call up the local pizza place to get a fucking pizza delivered 2 miles away. They got a delivery thing where you got to pay like $30 delivery fee for a fucking fee just to get a hamburger delivered if I want it. Like, I'm going to pay $30 for a hamburger to be delivered.
That's fucked up. That's free.
Mm. I mean, literally, they don't deliver anything, sis. I mean, it's like every time I try to ask for help, they turn me down. You know, that's the other thing. I need extra help, but I can't get it. It's like they don't want, you know what the problem is, Kimberly? They don't want to deal with her temper. You heard her. I'm crying out for APS lady. It's been here 4 times. Mm-hmm. Last time she was saying I was crying out to Dad. Dad told her to shut up. Is there an email to this lady? They got a contact info? I don't know. Contact maybe? Or is it just a phone number? Mm-mm. She's not on SSI. She was on SSI, but she's on SSDI now. Because she didn't. Here's the problem, okay, Kimberly? Let me tell you the problem with the SSI thing, okay? She could have Medicaid, right? But she's got to spend approximately $9,000 a year on a spin down for Medicaid. She hasn't even seen a doctor in 3 years. She said, fuck it. So because of it, she doesn't have a medical bill. Not paying on anything, so they told her to fuck off on Medicaid. That's the reason why the state's not taking care of her. Yeah, I mean, I tried to get her maid service through the state. They turned around yesterday, Kimberly, and this is what happened. I was there. I was a witness. She had a speakerphone. She talked to them, and she said, look, I've used my roommate. I need a group home. I lost 300 pounds of dry goods of my roommate's food by storing it in my room and can't find it. Lost it. It expired. We had to throw it out. Then she went into the freezer the other day to make Easter dinner for herself and found out all my meat was frozen, frostbitten, and I didn't Ziploc bag it. Didn't listen to her. So I lost 200 pounds of hamburger. Lady turned around yesterday, sis, and said, "You need a mental hospital. Click. We'll put in a referral for Smokey." She called Smokey, and the lady says you got to get down there. Plain and simple. Got to get down there. Literally, my other advocate, emailed me just now too. Oh, great! The advocate's gonna go get her entire team's getting the COVID shots. Hmm. My other advocate said she'll Zoom me in the morning. Won't do me any good. The other advocate just said, "Oh, I'll call you next month." I'm too flexible to her, so to her it's okay to, you know. But she did get a rabbit though. She's got her little Dutch dwarf now. She loves it. She wants to ask me advice next month about how to take care of a rabbit. Anyway, sorry I was complaining. That's all I do anymore, it seems. Yeah, well, she doesn't have SSI. She has SSDI, so, that's the thing. Because she has Medicare. She doesn't use Medicare. Hi, Boo Boo. Hey, it's time to feed you today, little guy. Are you hungry? He's a hungry little hippo. Watch this. He's going to dance in a second. Ebony, are you a hungry little hippo? See, watch him. He's going to dance now. He's going to dance now. Chloe's nice when she wants to be. There you go. Did you see that? He's a hungry little hippo. Well, I know. Me and Chloe aren't going to be put out. We're one of 3 tenants to pay that rent on time. Which reminds me, I need to email the manager about the rent. For a minute, I thought I had a jumbo rabbit. He looked bigger than he is standing on. I mean, I got a dishwasher, but Chloe bought a dishwasher, right? But she wants me to do dishes. I just got tired of doing dishes. I mean, did you know it takes 6 loads of dishes in that dishwasher to make manicotti? I mean, literally, better off eating a piece of cheese and being happy for the night. And more coffee, too. I already explained the whole thing about evictions, Kimberly. They sent a letter, remember? I read you the qualifications. Under penalty of perjury, you got to fill out a special form. Huh? Yeah, and the problem is the management company. Let me tell you the problem with the management company, right? So I don't complain anymore about problems here. The management company has 3 people on this island, 20 apartment complexes, and only 3 fucking people paying, Kimberly. 3. Me and Chloe and 2 others. Everyone else keeps saying they can't pay their rent. They got to pay their food bill, which they're getting extended food stamps. They're complaining they have to pay their cell phone bill, which they're using government cell phone service. They're claiming they got to pay other bills, right? Truth is, they're going in and buying booze and pot and anything else they can get away with. TVs, video games, and everything else. And yet, they go to advocates and they demand their bills paid. Since I'm flexible, she'll call me next month. That's a bunch of bullshit. I'm just tired of this shit, you know. I try prepping, I really do. But how can I prep when everything gets eaten, you know? You know what Dad told me, Kimberly? Says he thinks I'm giving up on life. Literally, just hoping I just fall over one day, have a heart attack, go to heaven. That's what he said. Look at him, he's so cute. Little baby just shoveling a chow in him. At least he gets to eat. Tell you a story. The other day I was asking the crew here one night, Kimberly, taking a vote, right, on food. And I said to them, right, pizza or chicken sandwiches, right? They all voted for the pizza. Right when I was getting ready to call, Chloe says, "Oh, that reminds me. The shop closed at 8." That was it. I was like, fuck it. I'm not complaining. You know? To me, it is worse. I feel like I'm being punished, by God. I feel like I'm being punished because no one wants to take responsibility for Chloe. Last 4 months, I've probably eaten less than 30 pounds food in the last 4 months. Some days I don't even eat at all. Most days I don't. Oh yeah, exactly. So you're rooting for pizza. What happens? He says, "Oh, they closed." Since then, I just don't want to buy pizza. I look at this Vinny's Restaurante that does Italian food. Looks good, chicken marsala. That'll never happen. I've just given up hope. My therapist thinks I'm in a major depression right now. I told her, I said, yeah, I am. Can't get a hold of advocates, can't get a hold of people. They all say, oh, yes, you can contact us anytime. And 2 weeks later, they email and they say, oh, sorry, we forgot about you. But thank you for being so flexible. I'll call next month. I don't even know if there's a deal at Safeway right now. Oh, manager emailed me. Okay. Had to ask about the rent. All right, so the rent's been paid. She's got Outlook for phone, so it's like, you're an Outlook for phone. Yeah, okay. I can't treat myself because then I have to treat someone else to go pick it up. And since we don't have delivery service, I'm like, fuck it. Anyways, I'm going to check Safeway and see if they got any ads. Not that it matters to me. Oh, phone's charged. Yeah. Well, I could say this week's Safeway ad totally sucks. They cut their ad in half, so guess I don't have to worry about grocery shopping at Safeway. Can't do it. Like I said, sis, can't do it because Chloe will demand something for herself, and I'm not going to pay. I refuse. I'm not a bank. Besides that, I have a hard time deciding what to eat anyways. Do I want pizza? Do I want a chicken sandwich? Do I want chicken tenders? Grocery store has great chicken tenders, but to get down there, different story. Gas station has great chicken tenders too in the morning, but time lunchtime comes, they're all sold out. This one guy, he charged so much for a burger, and that it's not worth it. And the one bar in town, they don't have any chicken tenders in stock. Thought about having Schwann's delivered, but they're like 3 weeks out. So I'm like, fuck it, I ain't waiting 3 weeks to get chicken nuggets from Schwann's. I'm just pissed. Dad wants me to rent 2 movies tonight, a movie tomorrow night, a movie on Friday. Yet he's got to spend money on pizza tonight. Yet he's got to pay $140 for fucking his tooth. So he thinks I could spare the money. Everywhere I go, people think I'm a fucking banker. It's okay to push me aside. I guess being hermaphroditic and weird, they think it's okay to suppress me. I guess I'm used to it. Also used to being yelled at and thrown around like a rag doll with tempers. Dad wants me to nap soon so I can be up for his movie tonight. What a waste of time, I tell you. Truth is Dad right? I think he's really right being a psychiatrist. I've just lost hope and given up. I don't know. I keep asking Papa, God, what to do. Not getting any answers. All I'm getting is prepare for the worst. Getting you groceries. Maybe if I take 4 hours, 4 hour nap, I'll be better suited. Had my coffee, so I told my therapist I'm depressed all the time too. Living in filth, wearing dirty clothes. You know, Dad was saying last night to Chloe, when Chloe ran to her room, cried herself to sleep, Dad said, look, told Chloe, you abuse Rita, you hold her food back, claim it's an excuse. You let 200 pounds of your own hamburger go to waste, eat all Rita's food up. You tell Rita pre-existing conditions, which I do have, stay home. And then he turns around and then he let Rita wear the same damn pants and shirt for weeks because you're too fucking lazy to go to the laundry room or laundry room's being used or this or that or the other. Dad's like, look, you're punishing Rita severely for what she's done for 4 years of looking after you. Look what you're doing. You're being so fucking lazy, you won't even fucking do your own dishes, you won't clean. You said when your stimulus check comes, you're going to buy a vacuum cleaner. You didn't do it. Now Rita's got to buy one. He's like, when will this fucking end? When will you fucking grow up? When will you quit being a fucking child? When will you fucking try to be equal? She got so angry, she just stormed out. Told Dad, I'm just tired, wore out, exhausted. No one listens. Becomes a stockpiling for the future. We're going to be on year 2 of 7 for tribulation. Dad thinks I'm insane, but he said it could happen with these Trumpers not wearing masks, and yeah. He's always calling them Trumpers. I'm so damn wore out. Dad also says my immunity is down because I'm not getting nutrition. He says can't live on ramen alone anyways. There's no nutrients in it. Said I need some proteins, but I'm not getting proteins except for a piece of cheese from time to time and a glass of milk. I had ramen the other day. Didn't even taste good. I was like, what is this crap I'm eating? Said Chloe keeps buying tater tots in bags and cooking them up for a meal. Dad said she's doing this so she doesn't have to fucking eat the ramen down. And I even asked my advocate, can we donate it? She didn't even say anything about donation. She's like, I'll call you next week or next month. Next month, not next week. My other advocate said she might be available tomorrow, maybe. Otherwise, it'd be next week. Yeah, well, my happy's back by having peace. I don't get peace. I get yelled at because everyone thinks I'm crying out to the APS lady. APS lady sent us a letter saying there's nothing they can do. Then the state says they can't do anything because they don't want to deal with the shit. They're like, go to a mental hospital. You heard her. And we need to go to the pack up and go to a mental hospital tonight. Yeah. Life isn't tiring. It's more of the situation I'm in. Pee Wee was here. Pee Wee'd have her own opinion, but Pee Wee's husband was attacked once by Chloe. Chloe was just downright mean. Should have seen the whole story. Chloe's trans, so Chloe's like this. Chloe got mad one night and was talking about how they were going to go to be a man and they were going to get all these women and they got a bigger schlong than one of the moderator's husbands, and after that it just went downhill. Chloe thinks everyone's against her, including me. Man, that's an interesting video. Shows lightning hitting 2 buildings at once. No, 3 buildings at once, I see in this picture. Yeah, well, good luck eating a fucking great meal. Won't happen. Just remember what I said, equality. If I eat a great fucking meal, they gotta eat a great fucking meal. If I can't buy them a fucking meal, I can go hungry and die. That's their attitude. And frankly, everyone knows I want them fucking gone. They took 99% of their stimulus check. They got me. I told them 1 bottle of whiskey would be fine. They got 4. For them, they bought nothing but rum for themselves. They're in their room all the time getting drunk. She doesn't care. That's the thing. Let me put it this way. She's bipolar, possibly. She's got autism, which is in her own world, supposedly, by her mom's point of view. The mental hospital has diagnosed her borderline narcissism, and she might have heuristic personality disorder, whatever, which means she dramatizes everything for her own benefits. She doesn't care about other people. As long as she's got her computer and her internet, she doesn't give a shit. Oh, dishwasher's almost done. Yay, go figure there. And she got a no trespass order for a year at the grocery store, which is up tomorrow. So Friday, if they allow her, unless the sheriff delivers a new trespass order for another year, she doesn't want to go through the grocery shopping anyways. Everyone needs a prep. That's the reason I'm here. Otherwise, I'd be in bed taking a nap. Not that the nap's going to do me any good. I still got to spend money tonight for Dad. I better check my bank account, though. Hi, baby. Hello, Mommy. Thank you for food. At least someone got to eat. I'm depressed. I'm not bored, sis. I was just bitching about my father-in-law. You want to hear what happened with that? Old man basically goes to the dentist and has 2 teeth pulled because he had a hole in his sinus, right? So old man is told don't smoke for 10 days. He's smoking. So anyways, what happens, by the way, Kimberly meets Pee-wee. Pee-wee, Kimberly. Anyway, so what happened, Pee-wee? By the way, Pee-wee's using her husband's computer. So her name's Pee-wee, but her son's got her computer, so it's being rebuilt. So Dad turns around tonight on the phone before I came on here, sis, and he says he needs me to pay for some movies tonight. Amazon Prime movies. He wants to rent. He wants to rent The Robe, 1953 classic, and Young Messiah. Then tomorrow he wants to watch the movie Ben-Hur. Friday he wants to rent the other Ben-Hur, and then Monday we found this free movie we want to watch. Right, so but I got to rent them all. He says he's going to go to do a schooling tonight, and afterwards, tomorrow, he's got to go out to eat out at a restaurant. Eat out, by the way, at this restaurant with a friend of his, Gary. I know Gary. I've talked to Gary many times on Zoom. Dad doesn't want me to spill the beans of the special present Gary gets when Dad dies. Gary's supposed to be getting like $50,000 because Gary's retired. And I said, well, what about me, Pops? And Dad said, well, I don't want Social Security taking what I give you, so fuck it. You don't get anything. So Dad asked me to rent these movies tonight. Anyways, the bastard turned around and said after the schooling, the teachers in South Africa, by the way, they're teaching a Bible lesson. He's going to go get himself an extra large anchovy pizza. So I got to rent movies while he's buying a fucking pizza. Makes me wonder who the fuck, and Dad tells me turn the other cheek every time. Told me someone breaks into my house and tries to kill me for my food, let them. Give him my toilet paper too, is what he said. Said anyone who buys a gun for self-defense is considering already preparing premeditated murder. People should be more Christ-like. So he claims he's Christ-like, and he doesn't want to spend any of his money on movies. He's got to go pay the dentist. And then I was just talking to Kimberly I was telling her the story about how Dan got attacked that one night by Chloe. Rude. Disgusted me. So I was telling a story on YouTube before Chloe came out to get her tater tots, organic tater tots. She paid like $9 for a fucking bag of it. Anyways, you know the drill. She said I was calling out to Lori, APS lady. And I was like, no, I'm not. I was telling a story about how the hamburger didn't get frozen properly and freezers, down, and how she hid my food and everything else. And, then I was trying to explain to Kimberly the reason I don't order food out anymore is because I'm not paying for a delivery fee for her to get something. So to me, I was telling Kimberly Pee-wee that I feel like I'm being punished by the Lord. 2 cases of ramen, but man can't live on ramen alone. Man can't live on bread alone, but every word is the God, of the Lord. So, so Chloe came out and said I was screaming for help, But it just pisses me off, I wouldn't mind a meal out, I wouldn't mind a pizza or a chicken sandwich or I was looking at this Italian place that's open till 7 that does chicken masala, haven't had chicken masala in a long time at this Italian place. But I'm not sending Chloe down to get it because I ain't paying for Chloe's meal. Fuck it. Call me selfish, but I already locked up my debit card. Locked my food card up too. Oh yeah, I already told Dad to go pay for it. The guy's rich, yeah, but he doesn't want to tap into his retirement fund, sis, because he thinks he's entitled to live off of his money, and yet when he dies, he wants to give all his money to his lesbian niece because his lesbian niece wants to move to New Mexico. But in the meantime, he doesn't want Social Security taking my money to pay back what Social Security paid me for 20 years, 22 years. So to Dad, father-in-law, he's like, oh, well, but it's okay to give everyone else gifts. So I'm not supposed to tell Gary he's going to get $50,000 when Poppy dies. And yet, Dad sent me a book list the other day. 3 books he wants me to get for Father's Day, his birthday, and Christmas are $100 books. And yet he reads them once. They take 3 months to read because they're Bible books. And yet I already got a vision from the Lord that he ain't getting into heaven. He's trying too hard. He's like, oh, yes, The other day I saw this great movie about America, right? You would have loved it. They were talking about Donald Trump. Dad said it was nothing but atheist propaganda bullshit. And he wasn't going to watch atheist propaganda bullshit. I finally finished it today. It took me like 4 sessions. I kept falling asleep. But still, atheist propaganda bullshit. He doesn't want to deal with the trust. He thinks Social Security would still tap into it. That's the thing. He doesn't trust fucking Social Security. And because my husband died, I was supposed to be the next year, but he decided because his niece giving him free Hulu Netflix that his niece is entitled to it. And he wants to leave the house and everything to her. So I'm like, you know what? So you know what the good Lord told me in the vision? He ain't getting into heaven. He's going to be barbecued. At least I know that much. He also thinks that I must be insane if people call me a prophet. Excuse me 1 second. I got to use the restroom. Where did I put my thing? Damn it. Don't tell me the son of a bitch hit it again. I hate when he does that. They do that. Always goes missing what I need. Is it on the floor again? Or is it in the bathroom? No, it's not on the floor. So I don't know where the hell it went. Oh, there's that fork. Where the hell did it go? Every time I need that tool, I can't find it. It's like every time I need that specialized tool, it goes missing. It's like the son of a bitch is always doing something to it, you know? Didn't throw it on a box, did he? No. She didn't throw it in a box. Nope. You know what? I'm not even bothering. Not right now. Too damn tired and I'm basically getting depressed. Now I can't find that tool I need. Oh, it's right here. Hidden in a box. Figures. There, now I have that tool ready to go for later. Oh, yeah, and you know what the other problem is? Besides the movie thing, right? At least I basically turned and I appreciated the movie you recommended, Greenland. His answer is it's not even worth $1. They should bring $1. It wasn't worth $1. It was all bullshit. He doesn't want to dole out anything, greedy son of a bitch. Literally goes and tells me I gotta bail him out for. And then he said, "Come borrow some money next week if I don't get my check, so I can get something to eat while I'm waiting." I'm like, "Do I look like a fucking bank?" I was on the phone for him for like 40 minutes, and yet, you know. So I was looking at meals at this Italian restaurant, but I told Dad I refuse to go through them because I'm not paying for anyone else's fucking meal. And then Dad had the audacity of being a psychiatrist. Excuse me 1 second. I got to do something. It won't take me a second. So he turns around and he tells me outright, right, sis? Here we go. My tool's in. So sorry about that. It's kind of difficult at times, but I can manage. The tool I use is a personal tool, and Chloe hit it. Apparently, she doesn't like me having a cooter. Anyways, let me tell you the story. So, I'm refusing. I put my foot down. I said, no, I'm not buying meals for anyone, you know, and everything else. And Dad turns around being a psychiatrist and said, if your advocates are being lazy, right? And I have to tell you this story because I think you're going to laugh your ass off. But Dad turns around and tells me outright, well, this letter that I'm looking for? Yeah, it is. Okay. So Dad turns around and says to me, remember what happened yesterday? I said, yeah. Chloe called the the state's group home number, right? She was trying to get into a group home. She actually called yesterday as a witness. She tells them the story. They pull up her name, her legal name. You know what it is. We won't go into detail. And the lady turns around and says, we've been trying to get you lined up for a group home for 4 tries. We've given up. Since you're too fucking fucking mental and you didn't meet your spin down, you're losing your Medicaid. So because you're not paying $600 a month on medical bills and you refuse to use your Medicaid care to get medical bills accumulated, so we're not helping you. You're on your own. So if you need fucking help, go to a group. We'll put in a referral for Cascade Behavioral and Tukwila, Fairfax out of Fairfax Behavioral Hospital out of Kirkland, or Smoky Point out of Marysville. Otherwise, go to a mental hospital. And they hung up the phone. Dad said, we're doing this wrong. That's what do you mean, Dad? You said, think of it. If the advocates can't touch Chloe because Chloe's mom, what you got to do is bide your fucking time until you can talk to an advocate to get you a new apartment. I don't care. I said, how about I move out to Ohio? Just be funny. He says, I don't want you here. I said, what about Texas? Your family doesn't want you. So he says I got to bide my time and then let Chloe deal with a 2-bedroom on her own here. Chloe, of course, is having a vent fest a little bit ago, saying that I'm crying to someone out there on YouTube for the EPS lady to investigate again. Yet she was talking about how she wants to shut this whole fucking state down because they don't help mental health people with her. Yet the advocates, Dad said don't even want to deal with Chloe with her temper. There was a video recorders that, they all heard about the hamburger incident. And now they're just like avoiding me. I mean, I emailed one of my advocates 2 weeks ago. Nothing. Talked to the therapist who's a co-worker to the advocate. She said, oh, we've been having internet trouble. Well, I get in touch with the advocate. She says, oh, I can meet up with you next week. I'm busy. I'm off island this week. Emergencies, rapes and, sexual trauma and child abuse and domestic violence. She says, the drill, Rita. Yet, at the same time, the other advocate emails me and she says, oh, I forgot about you. We've had stroke patients, heart attack patients, people coming in wanting the rent paid and they couldn't get it done, so they're threatening suicide, and so we had to deal with all this. I forgot about you. So I said, well, when can I get a grocery pickup, for groceries? She said, oh, go through this place. Go through their website. I emailed her back, I'm sorry, but I'm not going through their website because they have it all pre-programmed to choose, and I'm not paying $10 for a can of shaving cream. The lady says, oh, good. Well, at least you're flexible. I'll call you next month, and we can coordinate a groceries pickup then. And we'll coordinate quarters. We're just too busy. So basically, I emailed Dad, and he emailed me back because he's at his computer getting ready for school, and he says, see? They don't want to deal with you, and they don't want to deal with Chloe. So you basically been shit on. So his attitude is you need to get a hold of someone that can work with you to eventually move you out of that place and move you somewhere else where Chloe can dangle with fucking with the 2-bedroom. You can live by yourself because he says you don't need Chloe around. If no one's willing to take care of Chloe, fuck it, Oh, I'll talk to Dad, but the thing is, I told Dad to find fucking free videos, that's the thing. I mean, I'd gladly rent the movies for myself. That's what I was telling him I was going to do, but he told me not to rent it with him, you know. Coffee here, So anyway, so Dad was talking about how he didn't understand why the APS lady didn't do their job. I said the APS lady's been threatened so many times, she just doesn't want to deal with the shit. And yet at the same time, everything has to be equal. Remember, they think they're a female. Anyways, they yelled at me for complaining about them on YouTube again. Maybe I should stop it. My therapist thinks I'm getting so super depressed that, everything's going down the shitter. Couldn't get I have money saved aside for the maid, can't get the maid, and the one lady said she'll call me next month. And then it might be like June, July, or August before the maid comes in. Meanwhile, the other lady, the organizer, can't get me in touch. She told me she'll check in with that next month too. So all these people, and I'm fucking standing here going, it's like they do not want to deal with her at all. And I'm in the middle of this whole damn thing. If she would just pack up and leave, we wouldn't have this fucking problem. She even called up the mental hospital and they said they have to have an intake. Either she goes to the emergency room locally or she goes somewhere else. I mean, the state has a criteria who gets mentally checked and who doesn't. Losing 300 pounds of my food doesn't check as mental illness. Losing 200 pounds of their own frozen hamburger is into mental illness, in their opinion, by this fucking state standards. So Chloe thinks it's fucking stupid. I personally think she was doing it on purpose. What the hell are you talking about, Cam? Are you talking about you had pot delivered to your house? Great. Someone's buying pot now. See, like me and Pee Wee need to know you're buying pot. Oh, yeah, I know. Literally. That's what my therapist said today. My therapist said to me that I must be going insane because I'm having supposedly visions from God about the future, what's going to happen to this country. She says you're not sleeping, you're not eating, you're going insane because of Chloe. What's next? She says, I hope you have burial insurance. I said, I've already given all the instructions to the right people. So if I'm buried, my funeral will be shown on YouTube. Hopefully I don't die. That's what I said, Yeah. Well, yeah, it's called weed, basically. You want to call it hemp. It's called pot, okay? So you're getting legal pot. Yay for you. So instead of spending your money on food, you're doing pot. I don't care. Whatever it is, I wouldn't spend my money on legal hemp. Never mind. I'm not going to complain. I've done enough of that already, and look where it's got me. Nowhere. So I'm going to take a poll now, just to be nosy, what you guys think, okay? I'm going to ask a couple questions. Yeah, pull it up. Okay. So, I'm looking at either pizza, not that I'm going to get one, just want to take a poll here, it'd be more entertaining than complaining, or Italian food. Well, whatever it is, whatever you're doing, Cam, I would have saved the money instead of bought hemp. Okay, that's my legitimate gripe there. Okay, literally, man can't live on hemp alone. You need to have food. So let me tell you what I'm thinking. Okay, let's take a poll here. Pizza, creamy chicken pizza with bacon, extra chicken, extra bacon, extra cheese on a white sauce. I can repeat that. Or I can go with garlic prawns, sauteed garlic prawns with a white wine with caper, smoked paprika, and a touch of butter. And a mushroom medley sauteed in butter, garlic, and dry marsala wine, served with grilled crostini and Camboozla cheese wedge. And I can go down and get prawns sauteed in butter and white wine sauce with garlic and tomatoes, served with capellini pasta and seasoned vegetables, scampi, of course. Chicken marsala, by the way, lightly floured and pan-seared with mushroom marsala wine sauce, capellina pasta, and seasonal vegetables. What the hell is a capellini pasta? Let me look.
The mic's back on.
Hey, Google, what the hell is a capellini pasta?
On the website Pinterest.com, they say, capellini is one of the thinnest of strand pasta. Capelli d'Angelo or angel hair is a yet thinner variant and hence very light and excellent set against the sweet, opulent king crab.
Oh, yay. Not like that answer. All right, hold on.
Off.
Then you got chicken marsala, like I said. And then there's chicken parmesan, breaded chicken breast, topped with marinara and cheese, oven baked, served with pasta and seasonal vegetables. And that's it. So the question is, do I go just hypothetically Italian food or pizza? I'm just taking a poll here. I know I'm not going to get anything for myself tonight. You know, Cam, you should be fucking smarter than basically making a joke about Italian sausage, man. Literally. My cousin Dinky was around. She'd basically say, yum, yum, you and Italian sausage is great. She's not talking about Italian sausage. She's talking about a man's hot dog. She always calls that sausage, the best sausage in the world is Norwegian sausage. Yeah, a little perverted humor there, by the way. Yeah, so whenever you talk about Italian sausage, if Dinky was around, she'd be like, yeah, you need some Italian sausage. She'd say something like, in the back door, woo woo, you know. The old joke is if you heard the old joke, Cam, about what's the difference between two gay men in an ambulance? They both take a load in the back and go woo woo. Now that'd be about right, you know. The little perverted humor there, but you know, the Italian is what I like. I like chicken marsala, but you know, I'm curious.
The mic's back on.
Hey Google, show me a picture of chicken marsala.
Images of chicken marsala. Here you are.
Oh man, that looks good. The chicken marsala looks, oh yeah, just like when hubby made it. I'm sorry to say, but was your ex a former dude or a man who became a woman? Because most women don't like to do it in the back door. No offense to anyone here. It's just a little perversion. Mushroom marsala wine sauce.
The mic's back on.
Hey Google, show me a picture of chicken parmigiana.
Okay, pictures of chickens.
Mm-hmm. Hey Google, show me a picture of chicken piccata.
Pictures of piccata. Here you go.
Hey Google, show me pictures of garlic prawns.
Pictures of garlic. All right.
Man, they got so much Italian food, I wouldn't even know where to begin.
The mic's off.
Here, let me show you guys the menu, just to see what you guys think. They close at 7, but still. I'll be right back, everyone. All right, I'm back, Pete. I can turn the bed off in here. Oh, it's already off. Put it in. Oh, great. The neighbor's pounding on the wall again. Son of a bitch. So I guess everyone basically stopped posting, you know. I guess I'll be leaving, everyone. No one's commenting. I'll give it a couple minutes. Fucking son of a bitch, loud little bastard up there. I wish he would shut his fucking chili hole in his fucking feed. Is this the one? Need a pin. Ah, there's a pin. Let's see. This is this one. Oh, that's the one I need. I don't want to use the new one. Need to figure out what. Great. Fucking Krusty's got onto my fucking notebook. Thanks, Chloe. Shopping list. I already got paper towels, so can't buy any more. So let's just go over here for a minute and grab a pen. Well, I'm not going to go click a link on THC Cam. I really don't care. You should know this. What I care about is something to eat. Let's see. How much is my order going to be? That's the first thing I want to do. So I want... Gee, no one's commenting? Well, I might as well go and... Cool. Cool. I'll be right back, people. Did they dial it wrong? Oh, yeah, she dialed it. I guess that answers that question. So, because everyone's not commenting, I'm going to basically log off for the night. And take a nap. And there's 8 people, no one commented, so I'm out. And I just found out I tried calling the Italian restaurant and have Chloe do it for me, and it rang and rang and rang and rang and rang with no answer. So, unless they're closed Wednesdays. What the hell are you talking about being a buzzkill? Please explain what you're talking about, Cam. How come you weren't commenting, Kimberly? You heard what I said about the restaurant, right? They're not answering their phone. So I can't eat any good anyways. Good Lord, basically stumped that one. Like I said, how come you didn't comment, Figures. Fucking damn passwords. I'm at one in. They won't let me in. There we go. All right, well, get some rest. Yeah, all right. Well, good night, everyone. Please unsubscribe. Please post comments. Please leave feedback, suggestions at the like, subscribe button. So it's funny for your family, including your dogs, your cats, your bunnies, your service dogs. Thanks for watching, everyone, and God bless you in everything you do.